Hey, how's everybody once again? So, how many times for all of my brothers, my black brothers, you been at a store and you will be entering inside of the store only to be nice and courteous enough to see one of your fellow black sisters entering the store right around the same time you did and being nice, both nice and courteous enough to open the door for her just by showing your how much of a gentleman you are towards her, one of your black sisters, only for that black female to not acknowledge you for opening the door for her or letting her go inside of the store before you at all. Instead, she may now it may be some that may, don't get me wrong, thank you and when a smile and showing how grateful she may be by doing so, by you doing so, but with the exception, and I do mean of a very few that will be that way, nice enough to thank you for opening the door for her when entering inside of a building at the same time. Now, on the other hand, that may be some that may thank you for doing so, but may do it in a not so friendly tone of voice, may mumble while doing so, and not only that, may have a frown on her face. To make matters even worse, may not even look at you at all, may act like the door just opened itself, which is what I find completely rude and completely crazy, if you ask me, my opinion of it. Or how about you may have offered to pay for gas for a black female guys while at the gas station, only for her to thank you, because there will be some that would thank you for being nice enough to do that good of a deed, just so she wouldn't have to come out of her pocket to pay for her own gas, when promises of giving you her number only for her to rush and get in the car and drive off. Now, it may be some, if that may be your objective or either motive for being nice enough to both pay for her gas and in most cases pump her gas for her in return for being able to get to know her better by asking for her phone number, or in these days and age, her social media handle. Now, she may give you either or, only for you to call or DM her either later on that day, that same day, or some other day, that week, whatever other day you may decide to contact her. Describe who you are. Soon she may find out who's DMing her or calling her, only to brush you off immediately. And there are some, now this is part of the workplace. If you may be a guy that's a custodian, whereas she may be the manager of a bank, she may not even acknowledge your presence at all, even when you may be nice enough to acknowledge her while first walking in the building to clock in. You may go as far as both greeting her and acknowledging her, only for her to not say a word to you at all. She may just give you a smirk, but barely may make eye contact with you. And that's if you're a guy, a black guy that's a custodian. But let you be a white guy, either a white guy or another guy of another race with the same job title, she may go out of her way to not only greet or acknowledge you back, but stand and hold a long conversation with you, joke with you as well. Even offer, if you may be a non-black guy that may have the same job title, may build up your nerve to ask her on a date, she wouldn't hesitate to accept your offer at all, but let you be a black American guy with the same job title. she would go out of her way to either cuss you out or just completely dog you out, if not that. My point is saying all this for all of you that may be wondering what's my point or what's the bottom line of saying all this is that when most of today's modern black women, they are no much more different than the average modern day white women. Because it's been times before, like I said in the previous video, when it was this one black guy entering inside of a gas station who was nice enough to open the door for a white lady and elder white lady to go in before himself, only for her to not say 2 words to him. And there are, just like how most white women look down on us black men, because for one, they look at us as criminals and hoodlums. Not only that, but more inferior to them, so does the average black women. In the same breath, the average black women will go for a guy in most cases that's a low life bum / hoodlum / gangster. There's nothing to offer for her at all. But when it comes to a hard working black American man, would go out of her way to shun him, especially when it came to revealing to her girlfriends, if she were to give a guy some play or the time of day, that's the hard working black man, average blue collar black man, would shun him that much more around her girlfriends. So once again, my point is saying is how when you modern day black women, how are you any more different than the average white women? Because just like white women, the average day, modern day white women in general, to be honest, have not only entitlement complexes, superiority complexes, have arrogance, are very arrogant. So are you, modern day black women, especially once you get or work your way up the corporate ladder after graduating college. For all you highly educated sisters, black women, and once you get a part of the corporate world, I mean, just take the Tubi movies, the most contemporary and modern Tubi movies, how they always depict black women as the strong, independent, successful woman narrative. When you put all that into perspective, that's another prime example of how most modern day black women, even when you look at the Tyler Perry movies from the previous years, they always portray the woman as attitudinal, or with a bad attitude, hard to deal with, complicated, who is full of entitlement, has a big entitlement complex, superiority complex, always are portrayed as arrogant. When it comes to dealing with the average blue collar, and in some cases, even the average, one of the average top earning men, or one of the very few, in most cases, because there are very few 6-figure black men that exist in this nation or nowadays. Even when it comes to dealing with the average white collar black man on your level, black American man, you go out of your way to give him just as much of a hard time as you would the average blue collar working brother, black brother. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. First and foremost, like the video, comment right down below in the comment section to give me both your feedback and your insight on whether you agree with me on how the average black modern day woman is no different than the average white modern day woman. Last but not least, share the video so the video could become more viral, and subscribe to the channel as well. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I hope you all have a very safe and blessed day.